We bring to you, brought to you by Ford and your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. Dallas Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, guys. How you doing?
We're doing very well. I'm sure you're doing well. Hyped up on a game day too. I'm curious.
Are you driving to the stadium right now?
Yeah, good
do you
question.
get there this early and get started?
Actually, not headed straight to the stadium just yet, but it won't be long.
Okay, all right. Gotta get there early, Kevin.
Do you have a private time, just like the players do, when you're like, just don't bother me? It's an hour before kickoff. Like, I need to focus.
I actually like a little distraction leading up to it. So it's good to have a few little things to do. Obviously, got a lot of people that come into town for these games that are partners of ours that we like to visit with a little bit. But all's good, and looking forward. This is going to be an interesting game. Obviously, Cincinnati's one of those teams that are probably a lot better than their record, and obviously a little bit having a disappointing season, kind of like what we've had up to date. But, they certainly have a lot of great players, and Burrow and Chase probably do it as good as anybody in this league in terms of production and what they get done. So we're going to have our hands full tonight, but look forward to the challenge and look forward to getting out there and competing and staying in the mix.
Are there any updates you can give us now in terms of Guyton and Diggs going into the game?
Yeah, right now, I would say we're optimistic. They'll get out there and work a little before the game. That'll make the final determination. But right now we're feeling optimistic that Guyton can at least, be one of the 8 offensive linemen, and then hopefully Diggs can get out there and play. He had a good couple of days to end the week and felt good this morning. So we'll see how the workout goes, but feeling optimistic about maybe both those guys suiting up.
How excited then are you to kind of see that trio of Diggs and Bland and J-Lou on the field together at the same time?
Well, obviously that's a lot about, what we bargained for in terms of, counting on our defense playing at a high level. And I know I was talking to Mike Zimmer yesterday. I know he's fired up about it to think about those 3 guys being out there and certainly getting healthy at the end spot. We got a chance to get Nealon back out there. Not a chance. He's going to be out there playing today. So we're definitely getting healthier as a defensive unit. We just have to go out there and execute. I know Mike's been against Burrow many times, and he has nothing but respect for him. But at the same time, we know, we've got to get out there and do some things to make some plays.
Are you hoping that you can avoid a track meet game tonight then? Because obviously the Bengals have been in quite a few of those this year.
Well, no question. And, that's what they do, and they've been right there close. They've got, a handful of games that could have been wins in their direction. So we know we have our hands full, but you do every week in the NFL. They pay their guys too. They've got great coaching staffs, and we've just got to go out there and execute, make plays. I know we've talked about the defense here today, but, the offense, we need the offense to go out and make plays as well. Rico's been running the ball well as of late, and we're running the ball as an offense well, and certainly get CD rolling again and get our share of the points, and hopefully ultimately come out of here and get a win out of this.
What's the tight end spot look for you with Ferg back in the lineup, considering how Schoonmaker was playing?
Well, I think we'll use them all. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, we want to continue to be effective running the ball, and when you get those bigger guys in there, it gives you the opportunity to do both. And I agree. Hats off to Schoonmaker. He really played well in Ferguson's absence, but at the same time, we all know Ferguson's one of the top tight ends in this league, and I think he'll bring a lot to the dance here tonight to help Cooper and, with some of his things that he's trying to get accomplished, and hopefully open up some things more with CD and, go out there, execute and make plays. And which is what we're going to have to do. Obviously, when you play against a team like Cincinnati, we're going to have to score some points.
Now, we saw a line that said Mike McCarthy said that Udoka would have started game one had it not been for his injury. Did you feel that was your best option at the position then?
Well, I just think at that point you've got a veteran guy who's ready to go, and a rookie at left tackle. You kind of like to bring him along if you can. But I thought Guyton stepped up and did a lot of good things. It's just as we move forward, I think he'll do nothing but get better. As a left tackle in this league, and certainly though when you got a guy like Chuma when he's healthy, and he has his share of battling through injuries as well. So, that's part of it and part of the league. But at the same time, it's good to have a guy like Chuma when you're bringing some young guys along.
Now, the focus, of course, is first and foremost on tonight's game, and then you move on from there. I was curious, though, as part of the decision-making team, Micah Parsons said in an interview that's going to air tonight that he would like a fair shot with everyone back, players, coaches, because of all the injuries. Dak said something kind of along those lines. Outside of just results, how much do you guys factor in like what the players want in terms of some coaching decisions going forward?
Well, you get a feel for how the players are reacting and playing as the season goes. I mean, what they verbally say in the media is one thing, but the bigger thing is how they're responding. And the biggest thing Jerry and I've said all along is between Coach McCarthy and Mike Zimmer and Bones and the whole coaching staff, they've had success in this league, and certainly we've had our share of challenges with the injuries, and we understand that. So all that gets factored in, but we don't have to necessarily listen to a podcast or what guys are saying verbally in the media to know how our guys are responding to these coaches, and obviously all that's factored in. But no one respects Coach Zim, Coach McCarthy, Bones more than Jerry and I do.
Talk is great, and I understand that as well. It's great for our business.
Yeah,
Steven.
definitely great for our business.
But what the team does on the field, you feel is also reflective of like how you feel about these coaches and everything.
Yeah, but I do. I mean, obviously you do factor in injuries. They affect teams. I mean, you just look around the league and, you hear the media talk about the 49ers, but they've had a lot of injuries. But, that's part of the game, and you got to overcome those. Obviously, when it's at the quarterback position, and he represents what he does in terms of the resources toward our salary cap, and you have to play without him, then you have to factor that in. And but all that goes toward every evaluation at the end of every season. And again, I'll do nothing but reiterate the respect that Jerry and I have for Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer and the whole coaching staff.
Now, tonight also off the field, the ESPN and Disney Plus Simpsonized broadcast. Do you see any similarities between Jerry Jones and Mr. Burns, perhaps?
No, not necessarily. I'm not. Although I must admit, I don't follow the Simpsons that much. But obviously, it's a fun marketing for the league and the younger people in our country, and certainly understand all that. But no, I think Jerry's one of a kind is the way I'd go about it.
Ain't that a fact?
Steven, do you still follow high school football? Because the Highland Park Scots, I know your son led them to 2 state championships. They look like they have a chance to win another state championship.
Well, they've got a hell of a football team, a great young quarterback, but the biggest thing of all is they got Coach Randy Allen, who's just one of the best to ever coach in Texas. And believe it or not, Karen and I and John Stephen are probably going to run out to the Star and watch that game. Denton Ryan's been always the team that you got to get by to win the state, and they've got a great program as well, great players, and that's going to be a great football game.
Is coaching ever something that you think John Stephen would want to get into?
Well, that's probably a question you should ask him. But he's certainly understands the game as well as anybody. When you play quarterback in the at a high level in high school and then in the SEC, he's got a great knowledge for the game. And I know he loves the game, loves to play the game, loves to be involved in the game. So whether he would want to coach or not, that'd be a great question for him.
Seems now we know what we got to do.
Yes, we got to go talk to him. Thank you very much. Best of luck tonight. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Appreciate you guys. Look forward to it.